Hey guys, so here back with another update on my Porsche 962 and a barking dog in the background. So yeah, it's just gonna be a little bit of an update on where I'm at on that, and then I've got a bunch of new acquisitions here to show off briefly. Where to start here? Okay, so bring that over here. You can tell I spent a lot of time preparing for this. So the Porsche itself, the bodywork is painted. It's still masked off. The windows are still masked off. Came out all right. I didn't have to, but I bought the Tamiya rattle can, the camel yellow. This stuff here, camel yellow. Turns out I don't like painting with rattle cans anymore, because, having an airbrush, having been airbrushing for so long now, and not needing to rely on it, rattle cans just feel clunky and clumsy, and they're not very precise, and, I don't know. Not a big fan of painting with rattle cans, but, like I said, it came out okay. Obviously I have to detail some stuff there. You can see the exhaust on the side. That's got to get, painted, and the tail lights there, those have to be painted yet. But, I mean, it's nice and glossy. It looks good. I'll still hit it with some gloss varnish to give it a nice gloss top coat before I start to put the decals on. But, yeah, it's okay. I kind of think I should have done a white primer base. Maybe the yellow would have been, I don't know, maybe that's the color yellow it should be. But I was expecting it to have just a little bit more of an orange tint to it. But it, whatever. It came out okay for having been painted with a rattle can. It just took me a bunch of coats to kind of get good coverage on everything. The rest of the kit, I mean, here's the floor pan with the transmission. There is no engine in this car, so there we go. They just give you the transmission. This is more of a curbside kit, so you get the transmission. Come on, focus, dum-dum. There we go. Transmission and the rear shocks are in there. That all went together nice and easy and came out looking alright. The only thing I'm not super happy with is I kind of gunked up the brakes a little bit, and I kind of overdid that, so I'm not super thrilled with how those came out. There are two different colors of paint on the disc and the wheel hub, but you can't really tell after I kind of gunked it up a little too much. But yeah, that came out pretty good. Everything was pretty nice and easy there. In terms of one of my acquisitions, we'll show off now. If you can see the shocks, the gold on the shocks, there it is. The gold on the shock absorbers right there was painted in, where is it? I picked up a couple bottles of the Vallejo metal color. One of them was gold because my Vallejo Model Air gold I think is garbage. I don't like the color of it, and it's chunky and not very nice to work with through the airbrush or on a paintbrush. So I've only painted this stuff on with a brush so far. I haven't run it through my airbrush yet, but so far I really like this stuff. I'll definitely be buying more of this range of paint. It's really, really nice so far. The actual cockpit. The seat isn't in there yet, obviously, but you can see the fire bottle, and then that thing there. I don't know what that is. And clearly that's a stereo amp right there, right? That's because they had stereos, and they had bitchin' stereos in Porsche 962C race cars. I'm sure that's the stereo amp. But this went together really nicely. You can see the shift linkage there. when it's not blurry. There it is. That all went together. Again, the gold was painted with that Vallejo metal color gold, and I really like using that stuff. But yeah, this is looking nice. The seat isn't in there because I have to put the decals. They give you decals for the seat belts, so I have to put those on yet, and then I will install the seat and work on. I mean, this is literally here's all I have left for parts on this. That's the entirety of my parts left to prime and paint and install on the car before it's done. So it's coming along. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of detail work here and there, but it's coming along pretty quickly. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on that thing. I'm not a big fan of the window masks that Tamiya gave me with the kit. They're just not great. They're kind of, you can see they're kind of pulling off a little bit in spots right now. That's not a big deal now because I'm done painting, but I don't know for sure that I didn't get any overspray underneath there. They didn't fit all that well, so I had to supplement the side windows with tape. Anyway, whatever. This would be a lot better had Tamiya not pre-installed the frickin' windows and the headlight covers, because that was really annoying. Anyway, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, or my mind, probably both. So yeah, that's the progress on the 962. That doesn't go in there like that, dum-dum. It goes in there like that somehow. So that'll sit in there like that. Anyway, as far as acquisitions, I got a whole bunch of crap here. A whole bunch of new crap. Where to start? Well, we'll start with the one that I have the least amount of... We'll just say I'm skeptical about this kit and how it's going to come out. But I was in my local hobby shop yesterday. I am very much in favor of supporting local hobby shops when you can. 99% of the time for me, I support my local hobby shop by buying all my supplies there. Every once in a while, I'll get a kit there just because, you know, I want to continue to support them. And sorry, somebody's messaging me. It's throwing me off. So every once in a while, I'll buy a kit through my local hobby shop. Everybody knows you can get the stuff cheaper if you get it through eBay or online, you know, on an online store of some sort. But again, every once in a while I don't mind paying a little bit more through my local shop to kind of support them. So this was sitting there yesterday, and even though I'm not a fan of Revell America and their kits, the C7R is a bitchin' car. It messes with my OCD because it's 25th scale, not 24th scale, because, you know, Revell, they just make shit up as they go. But yeah, it's the C7R is a badass race car. Hopefully the kit goes together okay. The plastic, I looked through the plastic, there's no real flash in there, so that's nice. Yeah, I don't know, this is a long term, this is something that's a long ways off before I mess with this. I don't foresee putting this thing together anytime soon. And then, before I get to the Gundam, because I'm sure all of you just love when I show off Gundam shit, I picked this kit up off of eBay. I got this really cheap. I got this dirt cheap. This was an awesome deal. I paid $19 for this kit. It was completely sealed. I already have one of these, the Lotus 102B. I already have one of these in my stash. And my intention on getting this, because it was cheap, was that I was going to convert this to the Lotus 102, which that car had Camel sponsorship, and it is just, you know, again, it would end up looking a lot like the Porsche that it will end up looking a lot like the Porsche that I'm working on now, except it'll be a Formula 1 car. The only difference is that I'm not going to be able to fix. The only difference is, so the engine on this that comes with this kit is a V8 engine. I believe it's a Judd. I'm just looking real quick. Yeah, it's a Judd V8 that comes with this. The 102 that had the Camel sponsorship was powered by a Lamborghini V12. So this rear cowling was a little bit different on the just regular 102, whereas it came back and instead of having a nice curve to it, it was just kind of chopped down in a straight line, and then there was a bigger bulge on the bottom part of the engine cover. That's something I can't, without going in and sculpting a new engine cover, I cannot fix that. But the rest of the kit will match up pretty well with the 102 in terms of how it should look. But yeah, that's actually something I'm looking forward to doing. This particular kit, since it was sealed, I opened it up just because I wanted to see what the decals look like, and I was really surprised. The decals in this kit, this is a 1991 release. This kit, the decals are in pristine condition. So this particular kit, oops, as I almost drop it on the floor, this particular kit is actually going to get done up in the Lotus 102B scheme that you see on the box. The one that I already have in my stash, the decals are not great on that. They had, turned yellow, and I think there may be some cracking on there. That will be the one that I convert and turn into the Camel Lotus. So, again, $19, that was a freaking steal for this kit. These are awesome. So that's that. Now on to not on to Gundam stuff yet. Got my decals for the MP44 that I picked up a couple weeks ago. Comes with a stencil for painting the tires. Didn't need it because I've already got 3, but this one has one as well. So yeah, this takes care of that kit until I start buying aftermarket stuff for it. On to the Gundam stuff, because everybody's interested in that, right? Except, well, I'm interested in it. Nobody else is, but whatever. Picked this up super, super cheap off of eBay. It's an HG kit. The GM Space Command, or Command Space something, blah, 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 blah. It's just a different GM. Different look to it. Clearly a blurry one. There we go. I just thought it was a different looking mobile suit that I kind of like the gun, even though the gun looks like it's a paintball gun. But yeah, it's just I got this ultra cheap, and this kit's gonna require a lot of work because this was from about 2004, before they started getting really good with their HG kits and being able to hide seam lines. So there's going to be a ton of seam line removal on this kit. And then let's see here. HLJ had a promotion going where if you buy a kit off of a list, I think it was an HG kit, they gave you some option parts with it for free. I was expecting to get, I think it was if you buy 2, or the way I read it was if you buy 2 kits you get a set of option parts. I was thinking 1. Well, when I opened my shipment from HLJ, they shoved 4 of these in there. They're not all cool, but there's a couple of them that I will definitely use on some future builds. I'll probably use in some way. Let's see this one. That's a bit silly. I don't know what the hell I would do with that. It looks like a big scissors. I don't know what the hell I would do with that. This one, the gun thing in the upper left there, that's kind of neat, sorta. Not sure about that looks like the thing on a toenail clippers. I don't know. Anyways, the gun, I'll probably do something with that. Yes, I'm just throwing them off to the side because they were free and I don't give a shit. And then this one here is cool. It's a little rocket launcher. that I will definitely use on something, I think. I don't know. And then the actual kits that I got. So I've shown that one off before. That's the Master Grade Powered GM, which again I think is a super cool suit. This is the high grade version that it's based on. Just because, again, I think it looks cool. It also looks blurry like the last one. Yeah, anyways. Got one of these. This was not very expensive. This is a really nice kit, though. Again, this is after the point where they started making the HG kits a little bit more smartly and hiding the seam lines rather than just making everything like the legs and the arms just be blatant halves. So this is actually I went through this box. This was pretty nice. This should go together well. The other one that I got was actually a bit of a surprise. I did not know this kit existed until I was just kind of browsing their page. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's really cool. I kind of want to have it really bad. And it is this. It's an HG Ground War set. And it pretty much comes with everything you see on that box. It comes with all of that stuff. It comes with the little tanks, which there is a 1/35th scale version of that tank out there. They're pretty expensive, but I kind of want to get one because, you know, it's a cool looking future tank. It's got 2 guns on it. But yeah, this kit comes with all of this stuff that you see. It comes with the Zaku, it comes with all the little dudes, it comes with those silly looking hover bike things, and then it comes with effect parts. So it comes with a piece that you put in the bazooka to make it look like you launched a rocket out of it. Comes with little explodey pieces for the tank to make it look like the tank's blowing up. But yeah, there's kind of all the stuff that comes in there. 2 tanks, 2 hover bikes. It's like 6 little guys, and then a bunch of weapons in the Zaku. Yeah, I was just like, this was. I saw this. I was like, oh, that's really, really cool. And it wasn't. This was like $20, $22 for this. And then we'll go inside because I was, again, once I got it, I was super surprised when I opened the box, because one of my complaints, and a lot of people's complaints about Gundam kits, is they come with stickers for everything. This one comes with a set of water slides. That was a surprise, and that is super cool. Here you can see one of the upper holes for one of those little tanks right there. But, you know, this would be something that would be cool for doing a little diorama. Oh, hey, look at that. The tank guns, the main guns for those tanks, they're molded in one piece. I was kind of assuming they would be halves, but yeah, they're one-piece molds. But yeah, this is going to be a neat little kit, and this will be something to maybe try playing around with, some sort of a Gundam diorama of some sort. I don't know, because I didn't get it I got it mainly because it came with those tanks, not because it came with the Zaku. The Zaku is going to be really simplistic, but yeah, I thought that was really cool. It's on the other side. Yeah, just artwork. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, that's that. I've now been going on for about 20 minutes. Way longer than I normally do. Anyways, the Porsche 962. It's coming along pretty well. Yeah, detail work to go on the body, and then a few pieces left to do for the chassis, and it's pretty much ready to go. So maybe 2 more weeks of work on this? I don't know. Depends on whether I get busy away from modeling. But yeah, anyways, that's my video. That's the Porsche progress. That's my pile of crap. and the shit that I just threw on the floor. Anyways, that's it for now. I feel like there's something else that I forgot. Oh, I got another one of those tie interceptors. So I have 2 tie interceptors, 2 of the Bandai tie interceptors now. Anyways, that's it. That's my stuff. That's my progress. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.